Hi, today I want to walk you through some general settings in Trak around how we can set defaults for our job creation and defaults for capturing data that's critical for your business. Now, when it comes to our settings, we're going to go to our name at the top right where we find all the settings for the Trak account. Today, we're going to walk through some company settings, and I really want to focus, I guess, on our kind of defaults and management of defaults in the business. So the first place I'm going to start here is our custom fields. Now, custom fields are critical for different businesses. This is around capturing data or getting data onto a job or getting data that you might need later out of a job. Now, custom fields are exactly what they sound like. They're a customized field that you're creating to show in different areas of the platform. Now, you'll see here are some examples of customized fields that we've got. Now, you can have custom fields against different areas. You can have them when you create a job. You might have a customized field when you create a client or a timesheet entry. You can have them on your user calendar, and you can also have them against particular job types so they only show in the areas that you need. Now, a custom field can be simple. It can be a number that you want to get onto a job. So when you're creating a job, you might have a custom field called building permit number, and you put a number into the system, and then you choose how you want to use it. You might want to filter by that later. You might want that to automatically show on PDFs that you generate on that job. You might want that to show on your calendar. You might want that to be a mandatory or non-mandatory field. There's lots of different ways that you can do them. There's also ones that are simple from a marketing point of view. So it might be, for example, where did the lead come from? So when you create a job, the lead might have come from your website or from Facebook or from some form of marketing campaign. It might be a return customer. You might have a drop down with multiple choices that you choose from. Custom fields are really important and they're also really easy to make. So under your name, you can just add a new field. So this is your custom field tab. You've got where you want the custom field to show as the first option. You might want it to show against a job or a client or a supplier, but there are lots of options that you can have in here, all the way down to things like quotes or day dockets or task lists. There's lots of things that you can use here. Then you've got what job type you want to use it on. In the Trak platform, you can create different job types. Each different job may have different requirements. So it's important for you to choose whether or not your object is against everything or whether it's against a particular area of your business. Then you've got the name of the field. This is just free text. This is what your reference is. So it might be insurance number, it might be a building permit number, it might be a lead type, it might be, the type of building, whatever it is that's relevant to you. Then you've got how you want to fill this out. Do you want to just put in free text? Do you want it to be a number or a drop down with multiple choices? Is it just a tick box? Have you done this on the job? Yes, no. So other people who view the job can see where it's up to. It can be a date. It can be anything that you want it to be. Then you've got how you're going to use this field in your business. Can contractors see it? Does this need to show on PDFs? Is it a filter so you can filter things out? Do I want it to show on my calendar? Is it mandatory or non-mandatory? And who can see it? So really simple in the way that works. Now, when we're creating a custom field, and that custom field is a drop down with multiple choices, when you've got your options at the bottom, you might start putting in your choices. So it might be, one, and then it might be, two, three, four. So you can have as many options as you want. You can choose whether they're multi-select or not. All you need to do is enter to give you a tab below that creates the drop down. This is a really important part of Trak. Custom fields are used in lots and lots of different places. So if we go to our jobs tab, for example, and we want to create a new job, I can see that I've got a field here for building type. Okay, so this is a custom field that we've created, which is a drop down. And I can see that there are multiple drop downs that I can choose where I can add different details into the system. But you might have different fields for different jobs. Where you have it, you might have a mandatory field, that is dropped in. There's lots of different things that you'll choose here, depending on the type of job, depending on how you've chosen to use your filters and details. Once you've put your custom field on a job, you can use it in lots of different places. So, for example, if I'm filtering jobs in my Trak account, I might want to filter by a custom field. Okay, there's lots of different ways that you can use this to capture critical data for your business. It might be financial reporting, it might be general job report, works in progress, whatever's relevant to you. The next tab I want to touch on was something we worked on just then, which is our job types. So in our platform, under our settings, we've got our job types. Job types will be critical for some businesses and they will be irrelevant for others because they do the exact same thing all the time. I find this really important for lots of businesses who want to look at profitability. You might have maintenance jobs, you might have new works, you might have renovations, you might have council, commercial, residential, whatever's relevant to you. If you are good at putting in your custom fields, if you are good at putting in your job types, this will really give you a great overview of things like financial reporting or success from quotes, or the type of work you do a lot of and what you don't. This will be great for you down the track. Even if you're not thinking about this right now and you're starting to use Trak, you are naturally capturing all this data. And what we find is down the track, people go, oh, I'd love to know what I've put in here. If you're not capturing it at the start, it's very hard to get it out at the end. The next tab I'd like to take you through here is just around our defaults for jobs. So obviously we're choosing things like custom fields and we're choosing things like your job types. But what we want to also do is default some things to make creating jobs and using jobs really quick. So in our job defaults, you'll see that we can have a lot of set things in here for our job creation and sub-job creation. So number one, our default job name. So lots of people will name a job different things. For me, I love using just the address. Okay, so for example, I can click on this little speech bubble here with the question mark, and I might choose, some job placeholders like the job address. I can just copy this bracket to bracket and control copy it. I can click down again on my little question mark icon, and then I can just paste that in. And now I want to use my job address as the job name automatically. So I don't have to type in the client address, then type in the job address, then type in the name again. I can limit that through the whole detail of the job. Little things like job number prefixes, job default types. When I create a job, I always want it to be maintenance because that's what I do 90% of the time. Do I want folder templates on here? Yes, I want my tap repair templates or whatever it is. You can have all of your setups in the system to customize the platform and make sure that everything is customized the way you want. Now, this is for your job defaults. This is also if you are using tasks and permissions and stuff like that as well. This is about setting some defaults to the way that you want your business to operate. Once again, when you're done, press save. You'll see those settings roll through into your account. So for example, now if I go to my jobs tab and I want to create a new job, okay, I'll see here that the name of the job is already got a default. It will grab whatever I put in this site address and it will name it that. I can see here that my folders are at tap repair. I can see here that my job type is at maintenance. This is now multiple buttons and details I don't need to click because it's already done for me, okay, which is great. So this is why our job defaults are really, really important. Now, you'll notice as well that when we go to our company settings and our job defaults, there's also a tab on the left here for our sub-job defaults. So if you are using projects in Trak and you want to create sub-jobs, once again, you can use this for variations, you can use this for recurring works, you can use this for going back to the same site to do multiple works, or you might be doing a larger project with the townhouses or apartments or units or multiple trades. You've got the ability to pre-fill in your sub-job creation. You might want to automatically pull through the description or the site address, contacts, custom fields, job types. All of this is up to you so that you can customize this so that you're not putting in that same data over and over again in your system. Okay, if you want to take this one step further than what we're doing here, and you know that you've got a lot of jobs that are the same all the time, you can go into your templates and then go to your job or sub job templates and create the whole job in here with your job types and statuses and folders and everything in here that you want. This can be one single job, or it can be a job with multiple sub jobs in it. This is a really important feature to enable us to create templates. You can have your scripted words in here. You can have your job naming mechanism in here, your job types. Everything can be set up with all your custom fields set, so that when you create a job in Trak, once again, creating a job, I can just choose from my drop down everything that needs to go in. It will pre-fill in everything that I want, and I can go from there. Okay, so nice and easy in the way that that works. All I need to do is choose the client. Okay, super simple, super easy. I can have this all set up and customized so I don't have to type anything. This is all in the defaults and in your company settings, and this is why your job defaults and customization of your job defaults is really critical. If you are a business that does recurring work, so you have one job that you know you're going to go back to on a regular basis. This could be an electrician who's doing inspections. This could be a gas company who's doing inspections. It could be a plumber doing backflow prevention, a lawn mowing company, a cleaner, anyone who is doing regular recurring work. Trak has the ability to create and manage recurring jobs in the system as well. So when you create a job, you can make a job recur, and you can also manage that recurring job in your settings. Okay, you can see how often it repeats, the details of it. Once again, these are in our company settings and our job default settings as well. If you've got any further questions around your job defaults, customized settings, custom fields, or job types, please reach out and let us know. We're happy to work through some items with you to make sure that you're capturing and using everything that you need as efficiently as you can in Trak. Thank you very much.